All right, you just finished this task on looking at what happens when you change the factors and what happens to the product. So if you take one factor up one and the other factor down one, or up two and down two, and you discovered the pattern. Well, we're going to look at a visual that kind of supports why this works, but we're going to look at a much simpler problem. We're going to start with 10 times 10, which is 100. So I have down here my visual of 100, 10 rows of 10 squares. And in the task that you did, you took the one factor up one. So I'm going to take 10 up to 11. So my rows are going to go up one, and I'm going to take my second factor down one. I'll let you guys know the answer is 99, but we're just going to look at the visual here. So I'm going to add a row. So right now I have 10 rows, but I'm going to make it 11 rows. And instead of 10 columns, I'm going to have 9 columns. So I'm going to take away the column, and I'm going to turn it into a row. And then what happens is now this is my product, or the area, and you'll notice that I have one extra square. That's why it's one less. Well, we're going to go to the next one. So instead of going down one, I'm going to go down two. So I'm going to start by taking my rows, and I'm going to take it up to 12, and my column is going to go down to 8. So this time I'm going to take away 2 columns, and then I'm going to turn them into rows. And when I do that, I have now 12 rows and 8 columns. So I got to take this off. Well, how many squares just came off? 4. So my product should be 4 less than 100, and 12 times 8 is 96, which is 4 less. And I'm going to do a few more here. So this time I'm going to go up 3 and down 3. So I'm going to go up. My row is going to become 13 rows, and my column is going to go down to 7. So I'm going to take away from my 10 columns, I'm going to take 3 columns away, and I'm just going to turn them into rows. And so the product of 13 times 7 is this section right here. So I have to take off this bit right there. Well, how many squares are in that bit? There are 9. So my product is 9 less than 100. And 13 times 7 is 91, which is 9 less. So first of all, we went down 1, then we went down 4, and then we went down 9. And as you're seeing, the amount it goes down is a square number. So this is the 1 by 1, it goes down by 2 by 2, which is square 4, 3 by 3, which is 9. Let's look at one more. So this time I'm going to go up 4 and down 4. So if I go up 4, I'm going to go 14 rows. And if I go down 4, I'm going down to 6 columns. So over here, I'm going to take away 4 of my columns. So I'm left with 6. I'm going to turn these into rows. And I'll get this even. Second. And I have this now for my product, which is 14 by 6. Well, how many do I have to take off? I have to take off this 4 by 4. Well, 4 times 4 is 16. So I'm taking off 16 away from my 100. So that would be 84. So I just took 16 away, which is the next square number. And this will continue. If I would go up 5 and down 5, I'm going to end up taking 25 away on the next one, which would be 75. So 15 times 5 is 75.